These are the best tips to get better at Gorilla Tag. In today's video, I'll be teaching you everything from wall climbing, wall running, Lucioing, verticaling, and just basic tips to get better at the game. Number 1. You want to stay close to the ground as you can while running. The difference this makes is incredible. You go from this to this. That's just that small change that makes the biggest difference. Number 2. Jukes. They're the simplest way to get away from a lava monkey, but they're the most effective. A juke can be as simple as going around a slide, or as complex as Lucio running up a wall. Jukes can really be anything. There's no one juke that you should use. You should use anything you can to get away. Number 3. Lucio running, wall climbing, and all sort of that stuff on the wall. First, we'll start with wall climbing. Probably the simplest out of all the wall stuff, you know? So first you want to find a good wall like this one that goes basically a perfect corner all the way up. Then the movement you want to learn is a skiing motion like this. And then you want to do it slowly making your way up the wall while sticking to each side. Next is wall running. Wall running is simple. You're just doing this motion across the wall, pushing yourself forward like that. You want to be mindful when you're placing your hand on the wall and where your hand and your head is. You kind of want to be tilting your head away from the wall when you're wall running. Now Lucio running. Lucio running is basically wall running but with extra steps. So you want to have that first motion of the wall running in your head still while doing this, while Lucioing. Then what you want to do is basically add your left hand to your right hand. It's like you're going on your left hand across the wall running, but you're adding it to your right hand. So you're basically just doing this motion that kind of looks like this. And if you put that together and just with a bit of practice, it will look like this. Next is verticaling. Me personally, this is the hardest because you want to go fast, but also you want to be controlled. Basically what you're doing is wall running, but you're trying to go straight up as fast as you can. The motion will look sort of like wall running like that. Just hitting against the wall really fast down. And as you can see, when you put that to the wall, it's going to look like this. But remember, all these skills take practice. Don't think you'll get it straight away, and just keep trying. Number 4, scaling. Scaling is actually super simple if you know what you're doing. And I've got one secret tip to tell you. All the trees are the same. Every single tree in forest is the same, except for treehouse and stump. And basically, you can make checkpoints on these trees, which I've made, to know where you are on the tree and how to get up it. This is what my checkpoint looks like. Those 3 branches going up are my checkpoint. They're basically the easiest way to get up a tree on any tree in forest. What you want to do to scale up my checkpoint is to hit off the middle here. Hit off the middle and push yourself up. Hit off the middle and push yourself up so you get up here. Do that for the second one. Then you just hit straight up to the third one. I know that's pretty simple, but that's basically as high you need to go to branch on a tree. Number 5, branching. Branching is very difficult, but since we now know all the trees are the same, it doesn't seem that hard, does it? When I see those branches, I know exactly where I am on the tree to get me from lava monkeys or just to get me to another branch. Branching can be random and doesn't matter if you use a route or if you don't. Branching can be freestyling, but routes are probably the best way to do it. Number 6, silly run. I know it's not called the silly run, and I've already said this before, but I forgot what it's called. But basically, this is what the silly run looks like.
Wow.
Basically, just a very fast run that keeps you to the ground as close as you can, and it's just very speedy. What you want to do is practice with your dominant hand, bringing it over your head like that. Then with your next hand, you want to bring your left hand over and bring this one under the armpit, like that, while bringing that one through. So it kind of looks like this, but you just bring it over on your side like that. Then you want to tilt your head in the opposite angle where you're putting your arms, like that. After you've done that, you just move like that. And that's as many tips as I can count on my hand, buddy.
Subscribe!